Everybody say
for featherweight champion Gervonta Davis moved up to face former unified champion Yuriorkis Gamboa for the WBA Lightweight World Championship. In our co-feature, we'll have WBA Light Heavyweight Champion Jean Pascal. He'll be taking on two-division champion Bobby Jack in the co-main event. And a very, very exciting opening bout, we have former 168-pound champion Jose Uzi taking on Mayweather Promotions' own Lionel Thompson in a 10-round bout. We're very excited to bring you this exciting card on 28th December, live from State Farm Arena in Atlanta. And our event will be broadcasted live on Showtime at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. We're very excited to bring boxing's biggest rising star, Gervonta Davis, to Atlanta on December 28th, which will no doubt close out 2019 in a major way. Mayweather Promotions will be hosting our first ever event down in the ATL as part of a great holiday special on Showtime. As Mayweather Promotions' own Gervonta Davis takes on Yuriorkis Gamboa in a very exciting bout. This, ladies and gentlemen, this will be a night where it'll be filled with exciting music. At Sports Live, we're bringing both cultures together in an epic event in Atlanta at State Farm Arena. And once again, this will add another notch in the sports history book, as it will be the first World Championship boxing event in Atlanta since Evander Holyfield took on Von Bean in September of 1998. And we have no other than to thank Stephen Espinosa for allowing us to bring this great event to the great city of Atlanta. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Showtime Network President of Sports and Entertainment, Event Program, Stephen Espinosa.
Thanks, Leonard. We're thrilled to be back in business on another exciting event with Mayweather Promotions, this time in Atlanta. For Showtime, this kicks off another great run to start the new year a little bit early. We've got 8 shows in 10 weeks featuring some of boxing's biggest names, Gervonta Davis, of course, Danny Garcia, Jarrett Hurd, Clarissa Shields, plus some of the top prospects and rising stars, Jerron Ennis, Stephen Fulton, and that's across Championship Boxing, Special Edition, Showbox, and, of course, our streaming program, Showtime Boxing Countdown. Now, Atlanta has a long history in boxing. Some of the biggest names of the sport have fought there. Vander Holyfield, Roy Jones Jr., Pernell Whitaker, Lennox Lewis, Jack Dempsey, all have fought in Atlanta. None of them, or none of the other champions who have fought there, have done so recently. This will be the first World Championship boxing event in Atlanta in more than 20 years. The last time there was a world title fight in Atlanta was, in fact, a Showtime event. September of 1998, Evander Holyfield versus Von Bean. This is a long-awaited return of championship boxing to a long underserved boxing market, and I can't think of a better fight to do that than this one. We all know Yuriorkis Gamboa. He is a gold medalist, a former title holder at 126 and 130, and in fact was a unified featherweight champion from 2009 to 2011. He's won 4 fights in a row. He is a full-fledged lightweight. He is now weighing over 130 for the 10th time consecutively. His last 10 most recent fights, he's been over 130, and over 1/3 of his career has been at 130 or higher. Gervonta Davis is going up to meet this challenge. Only the first time in the last 6 fights that Gervonta has been over 130, and only 9 of his 22 career fights have been above 130, so it will be interesting to see him settle into the new weight. Gervonta, as Leonard accurately described, is one of the rising stars in the sport. He's fighting for the 3rd time this year, which is considered very active for a world champion. And I don't think it's any exaggeration to say that Gervonta is one of the top young stars in the sport. He is numerically one of the top 3 draws in all of boxing for 2013. We expect a sellout or something very close on December 28th, which will mean that over 3 different cities on 3 different dates in 3 fights this year, Gervonta will have sold well over 30,000 tickets, over 8,000 in Carson, California, against a last-minute opponent. In Royal Farms, a sellout crowd of nearly 15,000. In State Farm, ticket sales are going very, very well. So with well over 30,000 seats sold among 3 fights in 2019, that puts Gervonta at the top of the list, along with Errol Spence and Anthony Joshua, in terms of the boxers who have sold the most tickets across events in 2019. So when we describe Gervonta as one of the young stars in boxing, this is not just hyperbole, it's not salesmanship, it is actually a fact. And it is very important what he's doing here. There's no young fighter doing what Gervonta is doing right now. There's no other fighter in boxing doing what he's doing. With Atlanta, we expect that Gervonta will have launched his 2nd long underserved market. Having gone to Carson earlier in the year, he relaunched the Baltimore market. We're using him to relaunch the Atlanta market, and it says a lot about his drawing power that we are launching 2 new markets in 2019 on the back of Gervonta Davis. It's great for Tank, it's great for this event, it's great for Atlanta, but most importantly, it's great for the sport of boxing. I expect a great fight. I expect the best out of Yuriorkis Gamboa, and an exciting night on December 28th. Leonard?
Thank you, Stephen. And as Stephen mentioned, Gervonta Davis, in the main event, he'll be taking on Yuriorkis Gamboa. Gamboa is a former unified featherweight champion, a former lightweight champion. And he still brings a lot of experience, a Cuban old-school fighter. comes from the great Cuban tradition. So without further ado, he's a powerful fighter with lots of experience. We hail from Cuba. He's a former Olympian. He possesses all the right tools to bring out the best in Gervonta Davis on December the 28th. So I'd like to welcome Yuriorkis Gamboa on the call.
Yuri. ¿Estás ahí? Ok, tenemos al señor Ellerby de Mayweather Promotions en la línea, igual que el señor Espinosa de Showtime, y te están dando la bienvenida en esta llamada de conferencia de entrevista en anticipación a la pelea tuya y combate tuyo con Gervonta Davis el 28 de diciembre en Atlanta, y te están dando la bienvenida. I'm very happy to be on this conference call. I'm also very appreciative of the opportunity given to me. A little odd that I'm saying that, given that I'm the veteran coming into this fight. But I think everything's lined up for me to have a big night on the 28th.
Okay. Thank you. So, we'd like to open it up for questions and answers to the media.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you have any questions, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. Again, if you have any questions, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. I will allow a moment for the queue to build. All right. Our first question will come from Mark Lelenwala with Sporting News. Mark, your line is now open.
This question is actually for Leonard and Steven. You guys have been around a long time. Gervonta Davis, he refers to himself as the one. He's incredibly popular for both in the ring and out the ring on social media. What do you attribute his magnetic appeal with younger fans, especially too? If you from knowing him, both in and out the ring, what do you attribute that magnetic appeal that's growing with every fight to?
Steven, I'll let you take it.
Well, I'll actually refer back to the early stages of Gamboa's career as well, because I think you can draw a lot of parallels in their styles. What people loved about Gamboa when he burst on the scene is the same thing as people love about Tank Davis, and that is their ferocious style inside the ring, the knockout power, the flashiness, the showmanship. That's what brings the boxing fans in. That's what generated the enthusiasm and the name for Gamboa, and that's what's generating the enthusiasm for Gervonta Davis. In terms of outside the ring, Gervonta has just struck a chord with both boxing fans and non-boxing fans. I think his story has resonated, his personality, and the struggle that he's come from. And again, I will draw the parallel with Gamboa as well. What these two young men have overcome in their careers is the stuff of movies. And I speak not so much in their careers, but in their lives, the obstacles that they've overcome, their journeys that they've been on, very different journeys, one from Cuba, one from inner city Baltimore, but long and tough and difficult journeys to get to where they are now, in which they fought for it at every stage of the way, both in and out of the ring. So I think the combination of that in and out of the ring is really what has built Tank to what he is, and I think, by drawing the parallel, it's very similar to what established Gamboa as a star as well.
Thank you, Steven. Same questions for you, Leonard. Pretty much just to touch on what Steven just said, is that, when it comes to Tank, especially in the urban markets, it's carried over into the markets now, is that he represents what the fans, like this generation of fans, want to see. They want to see knockouts. And that's what Tank believes in. And when he comes to the ring, his sole mentality is he's not going to play with you. If you don't belong in there with him, he's going to run you out of that ring. And the fans have gravitated to that style because it's a very entertaining style that they know, and it's very reminiscent of the Mike Tyson era. And I'm not comparing the two fighters, but I'm just talking about what they both brought to the table. But, you know, when you came into the arena and you were coming to see a Mike Tyson or Gervonta Davis, you couldn't get up out of your seat to go to the restroom or go get some popcorn and a drink because the fight might be over. And that's what he brings to the table, and he's been able to cross over in markets now where there's other entertainers all over the world, just not African Americans, all kinds of entertainers, actresses, and actors, all have gravitated, and he's the next guy up. He has the it factor, and it's different from a boxing standpoint because we don't see many stars in our sport that bring that to the table, and that's what makes him very, very exciting and makes him the most exciting young star in the entire sport.
Thanks very much. Stephen, just as another quick follow-up to what you were saying earlier, can you just talk about the star power of Tank Davis to have this fight and so close, in the midst of the holidays, with people traveling, and there's still so much interest generated with this fight to hold this fight to survive this market at this time. What does it say about Tank's star power?
Yeah, going into a market that has been dormant for a long time is a challenge for a promoter. It's a challenge for a fighter. And that's why, quite honestly, you see the sport going back to the same cities because the safe and reliable thing is to go to where you know. It is risky to launch or relaunch a market that has been quiet. Tank very strongly believed that he could support an event and people would come out in Baltimore, and he was 150% correct. They came out far beyond what anyone expected, and a sellout and a great performance. And on the shoulders of that, as a team, we and Mayweather Promotions have been looking for the right event to launch Atlanta again and bring that back to prominence. And, to say that, this young fighter is the one who's going to reignite the market, that's putting a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. But I think, between his personality, his performance, and, the charisma and electricity that goes along with his events, this is proven already, when you look at the live gate, to be a wise decision to turn to Davis and Gamboa to relaunch and reignite that Atlanta market.
All right, our next question will come from George Ebro. George, your line is now open.
Good morning. Tony, I want to ask Gamboa if this is one of the best training camps of his career, and also what it means to him, the death of his trainer, Jorge Hernández. I know he worked very close to him. Quiero preguntarle a Yuri, primero, este campamento ha sido diferente para él en otro sentido con Pedro Roque, y lo otro, Yuri, ¿cuánto te ha afectado la muerte de tu entrenador Jorge Hernández? Sabemos que tú estás muy cercano a él, y si tienes que dedicarle esta pelea a él.
Definitivamente todo el mundo sabe cuál era el conocimiento y la cercanía que tenía con Jorge Hernández. Aparte de un entrenador, era como un padre más en todos los sentidos, y esta pelea está dedicada definitivamente para él.
¿Y en el campamento, cómo ha sido el campamento?
Oye, voy a traducir eso y ya yo le pregunto la otra parte.
Okay.
He responds to the question regarding his old trainer, because everyone knows what Mr. Hernandez meant to me. He was not only my trainer in Cuba, but he was like a second father figure to me, and his memory always lived with me. At the same time, I'm going to dedicate this fight to his memory and to his legacy. And now the second part of the question, Jorge.
¿Qué especial ha tenido el campamento con Pedro Roque? ¿Qué ha hecho diferente?
Bueno, nos hemos enfocado mucho en lo que es fundamentalmente nuestra preparación, en lo que es la capacidad de trabajo, y independientemente de la capacidad de trabajo, mucha técnica y mucha táctica, ya que
nos va a ayudar mucho con la experiencia que tenemos, hemos llevado a cabo en esta preparación.
The question was regarding how does he evaluate this training camp compared to the other ones? He goes, my training camp has been excellent with Mr. Roque, Pedro Roque, who was training for my last few bouts. We've done a great deal of work with increasing my workload, to increase my capacity of my workload. Also, a lot of technique, a lot of game planning has gone into this camp, a lot more cerebral, because at the end of the day, the cerebral part of this camp is what's going to take me to victory on the night of December 28th.
All right. Our next question will come from Carlos Toro. Carlos, your line is now open.
Thank you, and thank you, Yuriorkis, for taking time to talk to us. So my first question, it's been a while since we last saw you in a world title fight per se, since 2014. Obviously, that fight against Terence Crawford didn't go your way. Do you feel like there is more in this training camp compared to maybe some of your past fights, because it's been so long since you fought for a title, and just the overall magnitude of this fight?
Yuri, la pregunta es la siguiente, que ha sido ya un tiempo, casi 5 años desde el último combate donde ha disputado un título mundial, específicamente en la pelea de Terence Crawford, que lamentablemente no fue a tu favor, pero aún así, ¿tú crees que tú atribuyes el campamento que has tenido para esa pelea por el significado que estás peleando para un título mundial, o también por la magnitud de esa pelea?
Bueno, por ambas partes, las dos partes son muy importantes, estamos trabajando para eso. Creo que el tiempo que ha pasado nos resta un poco, pero el trabajo que hemos hecho los últimos años me ha puesto en el nivel que puedo nuevamente tener la oportunidad y demostrar que todavía puedo ser un campeón.
Definitely, both play a huge factor into what went into work for this training camp. We all know the significance to me of fighting for a world title, and at the same time, the magnitude of this fight in and of itself as well contributed to the intensity of this training camp and the workload that we've had. And obviously, the work that went into this training camp was for me to regain and exceed the level that I was at when I was a reigning world champion.
Last time out, you obviously dominated Roman Martinez. You took him out in the second round. It was first time in years since we last saw you, win a fight without having to go to the scorecard. Did that win feel, even sweeter than maybe some of your past wins, because you still managed to show that you've got plenty of power even at this stage of your career?
Yuri, el significado de tu pelea contra Rocky Martínez, ¿tú crees que para ti, para lo personal, fue algo más dulce que en otras peleas, por el significado y por la importancia que no has podido en realidad tener una victoria antes del límite en tanto tiempo? ¿Eso fue algo de gran significancia para ti?
Bueno, yo creo que esto es uno de los márgenes y de confirmación de la buena preparación que estamos haciendo en los últimos tiempos, cuando nos están dando el tiempo reglamentario con profesionales y preparar para un combate.
I think the work that was done and put into the camp against Rocky Martinez, and actually the result or the outcome of that bout, truly reflected the amount of work that I put into this training camp, or to the training camp for Martinez. Now, what I did now is that I expanded and went above and beyond my last training camp in order to get to the level I need to in order to come out victorious on December 28th.
Lastly, earlier in the call, I believe it was Stephen or Leonard that was talking about your experience fighting at lightweight. In Gervonta's, you have to add the same amount of experience as you do at fighting at this weight. So what other factors, or what other things do you believe you have over Gervonta Davis heading into this fight?
La pregunta es que, obviamente, tú has hablado de tu campo de entrenamiento, de cómo te ha ayudado en superar las últimas peleas que has tenido, especialmente para este combate. ¿Qué calidades tú crees que tú tienes que te van a ayudar o que serían cosas que te atribuyen a ser mejor que Gervonta Davis?
Bueno, definitivamente hay muchas cualidades las cuales tengo respecto a esta pelea.
Número uno, mi experiencia, el tiempo que tengo haciendo este deporte. Los contrarios que he tenido y que he vencido han sido superiores a lo que he tenido Gervonta Davis. Y al mismo tiempo, la última demostración mía confirma una vez más que estoy todavía en las condiciones que puedo seguir demostrando.
Basically, I mean, obviously the nod has to go to me for experience just because of the mere fact of, of my record and who I face. I definitely think that I faced the better opponents and the better quality of opponents that Gervonta has, with all due respect to him. At the same time, the last fight that I had against Martinez, not only that, but also against Beltran, goes to indicate that there's a lot left for me to give in this sport. So that's a lot of things that are being overlooked, and that I believe give me a definite advantage over Gervonta come December 28th.
Thank you, Yuriorkis, and best of luck on December 28th.
Gracias, y muchas gracias por el 28.
Gracias a ustedes.
All right. Our next question comes from Charles Walker of Baltimore Sun. Charles, your line is open.
Yes, for Yuriorkis. You made it very clear after your co-main event in Baltimore that Gervonta Davis was the fight that you wanted. Why did you feel so strongly about that? Why were you so clear that he was the fighter you wanted?
Después de tu victoria en Julio contra Martínez en el ring, tú estuviste muy convincente y dijiste que la pelea que tú querías era con Gervonta Davis. ¿Por qué en ese momento tú dijiste eso y tú te sentiste tan confirmado que ese era tu próximo rival?
Bueno, definitivamente esto es algo que tenemos confirmado en nuestro contrato, y una vez que tenía la victoria es lo que confirmaba que esta pelea se realizaba, por eso yo tenía esa seguridad.
It's a fight that was promised to me when I came into an agreement with TGB and PBC, and it's something that was within the contract that if I was able to beat Martinez, Gervonta was on the horizon, and I knew that I did my part or my end of the bargain by beating Martinez in July, and I knew that the next step would logically be Gervonta, so that's why I was so sure of it.
Thank you.
All right. Our next question comes from Jorge Perez of Newspaper Puerto Rico. Jorge, your line is now open.
Yes, thank you. Gracias, Jorge Pérez de acá de Puerto Rico. Saludos, Yuriorkis. Te iba a preguntar qué representa para ti como cubano, como boxeador cubano, esta pelea en medio de las últimas peleas que ha habido de boxeadores cubanos como Ortiz, que no han tenido tanta suerte, y especialmente cerca de la generación de ustedes. ¿Tú consideras que tú tienes que sacar la cara por el boxeo cubano en estos momentos?
Is he a hostage?
Bueno, definitivamente esto es una buena opción para mí, y al mismo tiempo es una gran responsabilidad. Ya como bien dijiste, los últimos combates de los cubanos no han sido de la mejor forma, lo que no se ha logrado lo que se esperaba. Pero a través de la historia yo siempre he estado mostrando también la oportunidad de llevar adelante el boxeo cubano en los Estados Unidos, y creo que una vez más me ha dado la oportunidad Dios, y creo que si él me dio la oportunidad es por un objetivo que tiene, y voy a seguir demostrando que sí se puede el boxeo cubano en los Estados Unidos.
This fight definitely obviously puts some grand significance to me, representing obviously the Cuban boxing and what's happened as of late, not only with Luis Ortiz, but also in prior fights where, some of my compatriots did not come through, with the exception of Dorticos, that obviously he's doing very well in his cruiserweight division, but it's of great significance to me, this fight. This fight represents not only a victory for me, but it also represents a victory for Cuba, and a victory for all my people if I do come out with a victory.
Una última pregunta, ¿cómo tú crees que van a hacer la pelea? ¿Va a ser una pelea jugosa, como que se espera, ¿no? Por el estilo de los dos, o puede haber una diferencia, puede ser más táctica de lo que pudiera pensarse?
The question is what do you expect from this fight?
How do you expect it to develop? Do you expect a firefight, or do you think it's going to be more of a tactical, skillful fight? What do you expect out of this fight?
No, creo que esto va a ser una pelea donde van a haber mucho intercambio, donde van a haber bastante inteligencia de ambas partes, porque ambos sabemos cuál es el tipo de calidad que tenemos arriba del ring.
I think it's going to be a blend of both. I think there's going to be good exchanges here and there throughout the round, but at the same time, I think we both carry a significant amount of intelligence into the ring, and I don't expect anything less from Tank, and obviously not from myself. So I expect it's going to be a good mix. There's going to be pointing about that. There's going to be a lot of tactical moves, a lot of game playing from both sides. But by the same token, there's going to be absolutely no shying away from exchanging blows in the middle of the ring.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We expect a great fight come fight night from Gamboa and his team. They'll be very well prepared. So as we move on to Gervonta Davis, it's always, when it comes to when you have a superstar fighter, it's all about team. And the next person I'd like to welcome onto the call. He's been a tremendous part of Gervonta Davis's team. He's been a father figure. He's been a mentor. And he's been an outstanding trainer to just not only Gervonta, but several other young men and young women in the Upton gym. So without further ado, Calvin Ford, to say a few words.
How you doing, Leonard? Thank you for this opportunity to be able to talk to y'all and whatnot. Just looking forward to the 28th. You know, me and Tank working hard. Looking forward to that name guy, Gamboa. You know, been watching his work for a while. Just waiting for the 28th to get here so we can show our talent or what we do here up in Boston, Baltimore.
Thank you, Calvin. So without further ado, the main event, the main attraction, two-time world champion, none other than Gervonta Tank Davis. Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey. I'm all right.
Hello? Yeah, good to say a few words, Tank. Our camp is coming and... Huh? I could just say a few words on how camp is coming along and
Camp is going great. You know, been training hard. You know, just a few times at Ruiz now. We've been sharpening our tools. You know, I'm back training with the younger guys in the gym and things like that. Camp been going great. I feel strong. I feel healthy. Can't wait to fight night. You know, it's gonna be explosive night. You know, not just for me. You know, the whole card gonna be explosive, I believe. I have three of my young brothers fighting on the undercard again. So it's a night that I'm looking forward to. I can't wait.
Good. Okay, thank you, champ. So we'd like to open it up for questions for Champ.
All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. Again, if you have any questions, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. Okay, and our first question will come from Mark Lowenwala of Sporting News. Mark, your line is now open.
Tank, how you doing? With every fight that you have this growing magnetic appeal, and you refer to yourself on your social media as the one. What is it about you, would you say, that people care so much in and out of the ring?
I believe, just in the ring, I'm explosive. I'm a great fighter. I'm a great fighter all around the board. And outside the ring, I'm not a main guy. I'm a likable guy. I'm reachable. To my people. So I believe I'm just overall a great person. I believe that. And people see that. Some Instagram or Twitter and think otherwise, but when you really get them moments, I'm a likable guy. So that's why I think that, people draw to me.
Absolutely. And what would you say, that same question with the younger fans, especially when it comes to boxers 25 and under, you seem to be the guy that's generating the most popularity. How would you describe that with the younger fans in particular?
I believe because I'm around in that age group, I have a big impact on the youth. I'm just 25. I just turned 25, and I'm doing well for myself, and again, I'm reachable. It's not only they can see me on Instagram or TV or anything, but I'm actually in Baltimore City where I'm from, and I'm around other fights, in other cities, and you could come up to me and take pictures and things like that, so, and I'm around that age, so, it's like when a lot of guys, when Floyd was coming up, when he was younger, he was doing well for himself, he was in the area, of his peers and things like that, so, it's better than, being reachable than just seeing somebody that's doing well for themselves, like a star, just on TV, just all you can picture when you see on TV, that you see them. But when you can actually get near them and feel them and be face to face with them, it's more, it's more enjoyable. So that's what I think.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Tank.
Welcome.
All right. Our next question will come from Charles Walker of Baltimore Sun. Charles, your line is now open.
Hey, Gervonta. Why is now the time to fight at 135? And going forward, would you envision jumping back and forth between 130 and 135, depending on the fight?
For me to jump down back down to 30, I believe I could do so. If it's right opportunity comes, I definitely come back to 130. It was just a game plan for me and my team. We came out with to come to 35, to win a belt, to snatch a belt, and I felt like, I definitely wanted to do that. That I'd be a two-time two division, three-time world champion. So I thought it was a great idea to do, so we did such.
And then the other thing, for both you and Calvin, I know you guys had very high expectations coming into this year about what you wanted to accomplish. To this point, has the year gone how you wanted it to go?
For me, on my end, it definitely went as planned. I had a talk with Leonard Floyd and Al Hammond. We discussed that I will fight 3 times this year. I'm going on fighting 3 times this year, so I'm happy. Hopefully 2020 will be a better year, but I'm happy in with my career, such as right now.
And how about you, Calvin? Are you happy with how the year's gone?
Excuse me, repeat the question, please.
Oh, and just the same question I asked Gervonta. I mean, you guys had high expectations coming into this year. Are you happy with the way the year has gone to this point?
Oh, it's right on time. I mean, we just missed it. First, we would have had, before he hurt his eye, we would have had him first. We were still looking for that name guy. Gamboa stepped up, to the plate to take this fight. So we looking to, start fighting these name guys, just, everybody, the public, the world want to see and whatnot. So right now, we're just concerned about this fight right here. Going there and put on a great performance. I can't wait to see Tank. You know what I'm saying? Because in this camp, he got to his peak quicker than what I thought he was. So, I'm going to see what type of performance he's going to put on, what type of uniform he's going to put on. He's top secret with everything. So I'm looking forward to what he's going to bring to the table. I'm saying it here, but I like to say it in front of the person that he's going to put on his performance on.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right. Our next question comes from Keith Idek of BoxingScene.com. Keith, your line is now open.
Gervonta, I was just wondering if, at least on paper, you feel that Yuriorkis Gamboa is the best opponent that you ever fought.
On paper, I believe it gotta be hand in hand with Pedraza. I think so. Yes, I think so. It gotta be hand in hand because when I fought Pedraza, he was a world champion. He was a young world champion where he was undefeated. You know, so Gamboa, he was a Olympian. You know, former world champion. So it got to be hand in hand. I can't take no credit away from Pedraza. So I believe them two probably the best.
Okay, but you feel he's clearly the best opponent that you fought since you beat Pedraza?
Yes, I believe so. He definitely probably one of the best opponents since I beat Pedraza. I know he's going to come to fight. I'm looking forward to it. Actually, and then Jim will work on things that he might do in the fight. We're just waiting for December 28th to see what he brings to the table.
Also, Calvin, could you answer that as well in terms of where he might rank as far as guys Tank has fought so far?
Well, again, if you remember any of my last interviews, I'm still looking for that guy that's going to bring the best out of Tank. Because I know Tank's capability, but I know Gamboa is going to be Gamboa. He's doing all the stuff that he needs to be doing to prepare for this title. It's a world title. It got the motivation in front of him. And I know Tank's capability. It's not about the power. It's a lot of stuff they have to bring to the boxing world that a lot of the young boxers want to see some things that they know that he can do and whatnot. So I'm looking for Gamboa to breed that guy, So his team and them, they doing their job. They understand what they're against. They working on stuff. We understand what we're against. We just wait for December 28th so we can put on a great performance for Atlanta because they've been waiting for it for the longest. I hope Baltimore be in Atlanta, and they're making one big party.
Thank you, Calvin. I just have one more question for Gervonta. I was just wondering, Gervonta, if you remember, I know you were a younger fighter then, but do you remember Gamboa's fight against Crawford? And, Crawford obviously fights out of a southpaw stance a lot of the time. Was there anything that you could take away from that fight, and what maybe you remember from that if you do?
When I watched the Crawford versus Gamboa fight, that's the fight I actually keep watching. I finished though Gamboa was touching him up in the beginning of rounds because of Crawford was too wide. So I took that to try to not be wide, like throwing a lot of round punches, but be explosiveness, like quick, and he was actually right-handed when Gamboa, was touching him up. So once he turned southpaw, then it was a different story. So, just not just learning from his mistakes, just not be wide, but I'm always going to go in the ring and do what, Gervonta Davis, put on Gervonta Davis' performance, and let's, be explosive, be fast, and, if we go 12 rounds, I'm definitely here for it, but I don't see this fight going 12 rounds.
Would it mean something to you? Will it mean something to you at all to get him out of there before Crawford did?
Not really, but if it do, it would tell that I'm top 5 pound for pound, for sure.
Good. Thank you, guys.
All right. The next question comes.
We'll take one more.
Oh, okay, no problem. So our next question will come from Carlos Toro of Fightful. Carlos, your line is up.
Thank you, and thank you, Gervonta, for taking time to talk to us. Obviously, this is not. We're not going to get a definitive answer until you get inside the ring. But at least so far throughout this training camp, have you sort of felt the difference in preparing for a fight at 135 pounds versus when you held the 130 pounds title? You feel like maybe it's a little easier for you, not having to worry about cutting those extra 5 pounds?
I don't want to say easier, but I definitely got in shape way quicker than I normally do. I start running, on the high speed level. I don't know. I don't know for this cat. It just been way quicker than it normally be. So I'm just looking forward to December 28th. See how cat been going for myself. I know it's been going great for me inside the gym, but it's always about December 28th. That night, how you perform and how you put on the show. So cat been going great for me. It actually been fans. I got in shape fans. And sparring 10 and 12 rounds and not do like the whole camp. So I probably had close to 80 to 90 rounds, and so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I've been working, so I don't have to worry about the weight. I'm good on the weight, so it's been great for me.
You feel like maybe, the thing that, it's kind of easy, you're getting in shape faster. You feel like maybe 135 you could see down the road this being your a better weight for you than 130?
It's possible. It's possible to be a better weight. A better weight class. Just to see how, because I didn't fight at that weight yet, so I don't know yet. It's all good about training camp, but training camp it matter, but we really worry about is December 28th and how I look when I get inside the ring. So, but right now it feels great. I don't have to worry about the weight. I'm actually a couple pounds, heavier. Over my weight class, but we still have a couple more days and things like that. So, it's actually I'm feeling great right now. So we just see how we feel December 28th.
Thanks, Gervonta, and best of luck on December 28th.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everyone who came onto the call, and we really look forward to our great Showtime event. This fight will be the event of the year at the end of the year. Have a great day.
How do y'all feel about this fight? I personally think that Gamboa is going to give Tank some problems, win some early rounds, and then Tank's going to figure him out. How have you guys been, by the way? Chilling? Yeah, I'm back full time. I had a career high 8 copyright strikes. By the way, all my videos have been reinstated, so we won. Gamboa will be 38, according to BoxRec, on the 23rd, next week. 2 days before Christmas. He's going to be 38. He's 37. But you know how I feel about them Cuban birth certificates and social security cards. You never know. But he do look 38. Maybe he was honest on his shit. Luis Ortiz was dishonest. He was like 34 and he said he was 22 on his shit. You know? A lot of people remember the Roman Rocky Martinez fight. A lot of people thought he was going to get knocked out, but lose the fight. That it was going to be over for him. Even the Jason Sosa win, that was a nice solid win for him. I remember I covered that fight. The Robinson Castellanos, he wasn't supposed to lose this fight. This when he was over at Golden Boy for a little bit. But a nice little run, and you got to think. You're wondering if, you know, my question. They didn't get to my question, but my question would have been, you know, like, is this like, are you taking this shit serious? We ain't gonna hear. Obviously, I wasn't gonna ask it like that. We ain't gonna hear in camp that you tore some shit or some excuses. Like, if you lose, are you gonna retire or are you done? And who do you want? The 135-pound division is top heavy, but on fire. Here it is, by the way. My rankings are a little jacked up. I got to fix it. Lomachenko franchise champion. I don't count that. Basically, what's happening is the winner of Luke Campbell versus Javier Fortuna is going to be for the real belt, like the actual full belt. And then I'll have to fight Devin Haney and then the franchise. Man, WBC, y'all make me sick, man. Fucking make me sick. You know? Teofimo Lopez and the new IBF. Him and Lomachenko were supposed to be fighting in April. I wonder if they're going to do it on pay-per-view. I think they're going to do that shit on pay-per-view. And, you know, Lomachenko called out Tank Davis. In fact, let me pull that up. Lomachenko called out Tank Davis. You know. And, you know, he got, like, that smug English accent. Like, his shit a little, you know. And I want to Gervonta Tank Davis. Like that shit. Like he was talking that shit about Teofimo in the build up. Like, who is this Teofimo? He has to get to belt. No, I mean Gamboa is not what he used to be, but Gamboa was always known to get knocked down though. So this is probably going to be a knockout if he lose. Yeah, let's listen in.
Vasily, you famously...
Let's listen in.
Said, who is this Teofimo? Now he is a world champion. Do you want to fight him to unify?
Yes, of course. Now he's a world champion, and welcome to my club, and see you in April.
So we'll see that fight in April. What did you see in Teofimo Lopez's performance tonight?
I can explain because it was just a couple rounds, and I don't understand what happened. This is boxing. This is это вот почему мы его любим.
That's why we love him. That's why we love this boxing. That's why we love it.
In terms of his performance, did he do anything to impress you? Power, speed, anything that you saw?
He always has a power, and he's a smart fighter. But it depends your opponent.
2019 was a big year for you. You and Terrence Crawford 1 and 1A in terms of pound for pound. What are your plans for 2020? What do you want to do?
I want to unify title, and after that, I want to organize a fight with Gervonta Davis.
Vasily?
Tank got to say his name. Tank got to say his name. Did Tank say his name on Twitter? I wasn't on Twitter. Did he say his name? He got to say his name. If he beats Gamboa next week, he's got to say his name. He got to say, yeah, Lomachenko 2019. He can't say Al Heyman. He can't say whatever my team want to do. He ain't say what Bob Arum and all them want to do. He said Gervonta Davis in 2020. After he tries to become undisputed if he beats Teofimo Lopez. You know? Loma is king of 135, and if Gervonta Tank Davis is going to stay at 135 to be a champion, he's got to fight Loma. And Bob Arum and Al Heyman have been talking every day, according to Bob Arum, because they're working on Wilder Fury too. So they're going to be putting on some fights next year with each other. That shit is supposed to be over, but we've been hearing about that. Just like Spence versus Crawford was on the table. It will likely be. I don't see. Would you bet? Like, come on. I don't. Tank Davis shouldn't go back down to 130. He was struggling there. And why would he go back down? Like, no. Why would you risk that? Why would his management risk that? And him not making weight and then have to give up extra money? Nah, 135. 135. Luke Campbell, Javier Fortuna is supposed to be fighting for the WBC title because Devin Haney had a shoulder injury. Let's go look at the rankings. My rankings are not up to date. Let's go see what boxing scene has. I mean, I'm sure it's not that much different. So yeah, I spent the last couple of weeks expediting the process to get those 8 copyright strikes removed. So yeah, we good. People like, man, you need to stop using the highlights. Nah, we good now. We good now. I been knew that shit was gonna happen. They was gonna test me. So we back. I didn't do shit wrong. So yeah, it was like deep investigation. I was locked out of the channel. I was just only able to release old ass lost tape videos and shit to keep some activity on the channel. But yeah, I got a huge toothache, so I'm kind of fucked up. Huge toothache. This shit is killing me, bro. Killing me. So yeah, here is the 135-pound division. Teofimo got the belt. Gamboa and Gervonta Davis are fighting for that bullshit world belt. Javier Fortuna and Luke Campbell. I mean, Fortuna's the Al Heyman fighter. Will Al Heyman try to finesse Fortuna to say, nah, don't take that fight. You can fight the winner of Tank Davis and Gamboa. Al Heyman would do some shit like that. And then we would see Luke Campbell get ordered to fight Ryan Garcia or Yvonne Mendy for the WBC. Al Heyman would do some shit like that. Just to not work with Eddie Hearn and have the fight possibly go to purse bid and end up on the zone. And be like, nah, I'll overpay you to fight Gervonta Davis for the world belt. I see that. By the way, it is a big week in boxing. I'm really looking forward to Harrison Charlo too. That shit got my blood boiling. How was Tank Gamboa ticket sales? That shit's supposed to be doing good. Let's go check out. Let's go virtually buy some tickets. Tank Davis versus Gamboa tickets. Let's go virtually buy some ticks. Let's see where we going. Let me get them. Let me get those ticks. I'm hearing this shit like legitimately doing good, but we can't really And then Atlanta don't really get too much boxing. Yeah, the undercard's cool. Jean Pascal, Badou Jack ain't been seen in God knows how long. Remember, a lot of people thought that Jean Pascal was going to lose to Marcus Brown. That experience showed up. And one thing about Jean Pascal, he's been around forever. And he is war tested. He been around forever. I don't know. I don't know what Badou Jack been doing. He been traveling the world and shit. But he better not sleep. He better not sleep on Jean Pascal. And that layoff, man. Damn near a year. Who else? What are they opening up with? They got a Jose Uzcata guy over on that joint. Darius Miller. They stacked this card up. All these motherfuckers. That's that Al Heyman Showtime budget money. I'm really looking forward to Harrison Charlo too, though. That's my shit right there. What if Charlo lose? That's going to be crazy. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be up early for Jeff Horn versus Michael Zara for 2, or Zara versus Horn 2. Oh my God, this fucking tooth. And as soon as I get everything, don't you know my tooth was not bothering me yesterday? And as soon as I finally get my house clean, I get my channel back on track, I'm thinking I'm going to have a good day at work, get all this shit done. This fucking tooth. I'm really cringing right here, having some issues. I took some Advil. But my God. And then I'm thinking that maybe this big ass bright studio lights are aggravating it even more. It's all on the side of my face. But anyway, let me stop bitching. Let me stop being an ultimate hoe. Tony Harrison got a lot of shit to fucking back up, yo. Because Charlo looking madder than the motherfucker right now. Like, for real. Let me pull up this card. And you know it's going to be early because it's on free TV. These motherfuckers are going to be in the ring like 9:15, 9:30 Eastern. It's an early fight. We ain't going to be up all night with this. 32-1 with 16 KOs. He really feeling himself over that Jorge Cota knockout, though. That wasn't shit to me. Like, come on, really, Jorge Cota? Come on, bro. For real? You know? By the way, they released PBC face-to-face on the PBC on Fox YouTube channel. Where we at? I'm hanging in there with you guys, man. My fucking tooth is fucking killing me. But I'm hanging in there with you guys, you know? You guys are the people. And your voice is important. You must be heard.
On PBC,
he was mad. Especially at the end. He was pissed.
Them judges make no decision.
I'm coming.
That's what I need.
You got it. You got it.
Or you gonna
no
run
excuses.
You ain't gonna run.
No excuses, man.
That ankle
No
good.
excuses.
That fake ankle.
No
that
excuses. No excuses,
fake ankle
man.
good.
No
You
excuses.
said you didn't get surgery. Don't come out of nowhere. Don't come out of nowhere with the complaints.
You the one that's coming up with all the excuses, man.
No, I'm not coming up with
coming up with all the excuses.
No excuses.
Tony Harrison,
Yeah,
December
go ahead,
21st.
but
How does
lay it
this
down.
rematch end?
I am gonna dominate this sucker. I'm gonna dominate. Every round I'm gonna dominate him.
Final prediction, Jermell Charlo.
Sleep cold, like cold. Like everybody else that you watch me put to sleep. Have you seen TKOs?
Fought 33 guys.
Have you seen I knocked 16 of them out. Have you seen
That's-
TKOs?
that's less than 50.
Not no TKO.
That's less than 50.
We could go into your box rec and find out who you really slept.
Less than
And look
50,
at their records.
That's less
They
than
never
50,
gave me an easy fight. So that's gonna matter. That's all of these things gonna matter.
Fireworks. Get your popcorn ready. Saturday,
I'ma show you.
December 21st. Live on Fox.
Who you fought?
The rematch
Who
for the
you beat?
WBC Super
I'm the real
Welterweight
I'm the real
Championship.
champ. You still
Tony
trying to prove to
Harrison.
me? You still trying to prove to me that you even capable of being a ring?
Can we shake on it? Can we shake on it? Can we put the hands across the table?
The jury is out in my head. In a court of public opinion, I think Tony Harrison faked that injury. That's just my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, that shit was suspicious as fuck. I think he ain't getting no surgery or nothing. And Charlo been trying to tell us, but ain't nobody been listening to him because they've been so concerned about how mad he is, you know? Yeah, I think he faked that shit, man. I think he faked that shit. But if he win, did it have the desired effect? Because if Charlo lose, what is Charlo gonna do? What is Charlo gonna do if he lose, bro? Shit gonna be crazy. Like the rebuilding process, especially at 154. Oh, by the way, did you know that Jerry Swift hurt his back? At 154, not 160? Nah, bro.
Vladivi is into dark-ass freak shit like this, donating $10, surely a degenerate. Disgusting. Welcome back, T. Who you got on Charlo versus Harrison, Loma versus Lopez?
My bad. I forgot to introduce you to Brian. Brian's my digital butler. I forgot to tell you. He be saying some off-the-wall shit. Oh, man. I forgot to tell you. I've been doing some shit behind the scenes. So for different donation amounts, he just say some crazy ass shit. Damn, he was pissed. I got Loma, and I'm 50-50 on Charlo Harrison too, or Harrison Charlo too. Damn, why was he so mad? I didn't hear that in person. No, it wasn't racist. He just said that. Damn. I'm gonna have to run that back. Damn. What did you do? But yeah, we got Brian. He's from the UK. So he's like running like the super chat donations and shit. So he fucking put the little alerts up there. But anyway, moving on. Will this fight do at least 1 million? No, this fight is on free TV Fox. This has the potential to be the highest rated PBC on Fox fight of this new contract. The highest rated TV fight for PBC, free TV fight, is when Errol Spence fought Leonard Bundu after Team USA won. Is that kind of backhanded? Like saying that they got the ratings because the fucking finals was on for the NBA basketball world shit? For Fox, I think it is wilder for Fox. But for overall free TV, NBC, it's I'm talking about the whole Premier Boxing Champions free TV venture since they first started, is Errol Spence when he fought Leonard Bundu after Team USA won the gold in the Olympics. And number 2 is like fucking when they first started, like those. And those 2 Showtime CBS joints. I think, this is going to do more than $1 million. Their average is about 1.5 to 2.3 or some million like that on Fox. Some shit like that. This is going to do 2 million. It should. Like especially hardcore fans. It should. And the promotion, they've been putting a lot into it. For example, I didn't even get to watch. Hold on, let me close out some of this shit. I didn't even get to watch. I got all this shit on my DVR. So basically, once again, I'm back full time. I was gonna take the holidays off, but I can't. I had a lot of personal shit going on. I talked about it in some videos. Had to fight for my life to see my daughter on Christmas and Thanksgiving, and false charges, 8 copyright strikes on Thanksgiving, by the way. On Thanksgiving. I just came home. I saw him. It was like account termination imminent. I was like, what? And I just said, you know what? Cut the computer off. Took my ass to bed. And I said, I'm going to deal with you later. So, yeah, we good. We good now. Press conference is Thursday. We're going to be here for the press conference, live streaming. Did you see the run it back? That's what I'm talking about. I didn't see that. That's what I'm going to play a clip of right now. Run it back. They took it off. It's on my DVR, though. But they took it off. It's a lot of shit, man. Like, they really putting a lot of content out. I could have made a killing on this. Let me see if it's on my DVR. I don't like opening up my DVR on here because that shit be slowing my shit down. Oh, I can just check on here on my TV. I don't know what my TV remote is. Fucking tooth, man. Fuck. It's always something. Damn tooth. Motherfucker. Yeah, I'm trying to open up my, see what we got on here. A whole bunch of PBC shit been recording. Oh, people keep bitching about Wilder Fury 2. Well, if it's happening, then how come they didn't announce? Yo, they're not going to have a press tour around the holidays. The press tour is going to be like the first week after the holidays, after the new year. So what we got on here? Just recorded. Inside PBC Boxing, Max on Boxing. It's not called PBC Run It Back. That's why I didn't record. See? I got to type run it back. Fucking headache, mate. See? It's right here. It's on here, though. Let's see what we got here. Let me close this shit up. A look at the fights, record series, record that, new episode, HD, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, let's do that just in case. I barely even watch cable, man. Unless it's shit like this. Let's see episode number 1. What we got? Can you play it? We're going to do a little sneak peek. Obviously, we can't show the motherfucking full episode. Yo, bro. I already did this. Hold on. They making me jump through hoops to get some content. Now, what do they say do? Block that. Do that. Allow. Okay. There we go. Let's see what this is. Wrong screen. You get out of here, Carlton. Let's see. I haven't seen it yet.
At Subaru of Cherry Hill, we understand the value of what you put in your vehicle, and that what you carry is just as important as your destination. Come see us for a Subaru, equipped with the confidence and capability that you deserve. For the trips,
I hate when they give you commercials like on your app. Like, I don't like commercials on my apps. I don't like that shit, man. Subaru. I'm not driving no Subaru.
I have a heavy dislike for Tony. He's very disrespectful.
I mean, I just don't like him because he's not a man.
Oh shit, he says he's not a man.
I'll be happy to give you another one. This guy is easy money.
I just want to be in there so bad again, just to do more.
Go! Big left by Charlo.
You know I want to start. He told me. But you know what? That challenge any day.
I didn't tell you that.
I'm gonna break him back down again.
I won that fight.
In my heart, I would never lose to a sucker. Let me give y'all what the judges saw.
Let me show you how this fight really went down.
Scheduled for 12
Yeah,
rounds.
we watched some of this yesterday. This is both of them looking at the fight and like talking about that shit. He was like, "You's a sucker. I will never lose to a sucker. You's a sucker. You's a sucker." Damn. Tony Harrison, man. Either way, his stock has risen. If he win, he bet. Yo, dude, come on. I want him to win. Damn, the Charlo's already mad at me. I want him to win off of his mic skills, damn it. I can say it. It's not a crime. Even though I'm kind of rooting for Charlo, but Tony Harrison the man. You know? Tony Harrison is the man. You know, how can you I'm going to watch this. Because actually what I'm doing is I'm really on a dedicated sleep schedule. I got all this fucking content to get out. I'm drowning in videos. So, my other channel, thank God, that's the channel I'm going to be putting all the new stuff on. Like, that channel is completely up and running now. Like, monetized, everything. So now y'all don't have to bitch and complain about, well, why you don't make another channel? You put these videos on this channel. Put it on the other channel. Motherfuckers, y'all bitch and complain a lot. That's why I got Brian here. I'm going to show y'all some shit. Brian, Brian ain't no joke. Brian ain't no joke. He be saying crazy ass shit. Let me see. He be saying, what's this one?
Like cat piss. Killing cats in the basement, brother.
T Street Controversy has just donated $6. It smells of cat urine somewhere. This is a test super chat alert for $6.
I don't even have a cat.
Jermell Charlo, the WBC Super Welterweight Champ, and Tony.
Really fast. Yeah, I think this has.
And in one spot, I got him switching to.
So I say this.
Because he's uncomfortable.
Round 4 scheduled.
I think we should do some year-end rewards. I think that PBC has the best content, and that includes Showtime as well, all under that umbrella between Showtime and Fox. I think that The Zone and Matchroom are the promoters and networks of the year. ESPN has the best undercards and prospects to me. Get out the bowl. The dog is up from his nap. So which means he's going to start giving me shit. By the way, there's another press conference starting very soon. So I'm going to end this stream in a couple of minutes. The Chavez Jr. Let me look it up real quick. The Chavez Jr. Yo, bro. Yo, this is unacceptable. The Danny Jacobs Chavez Jr. press conference starts in about less than an hour. Let's see if we can find a... the mainstream YouTube boxing fan, the ESPN fight was fire. I'm just glad, you know what? I thought that the Heisman shit was going to run over and be like extra long. Remember last year when was it when Loma fought Rigo? Anyway, the Heisman was before and the shit ran like a whole hour, like longer than it was supposed to. I'm glad the motherfuckers got the fuck out of there and shut the fuck up. Look at this motherfucker right here.
He's a big guy. It's like I am 162, so it's a very
look at this guy. Fight. This your boy. This your boy right here.
But this he have a advantage in the activity.
Y'all said he was gonna beat Canelo.
Past 3 years, and I don't have only one fight. So that affect me a little bit, but I'm ready. I'm hungry, and that's the fight, that I needed. And this is why
he
I
look
take
hungry.
the risk, because I know that.
What has Chavez been through? You think he blew through all that money? What has he been through? He looks crazy. Oh shit. The fucking press conference is not until 6:30 p.m. Eastern. It's 3:30 Pacific. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no, I need a nap. Oh no. Yo, that shit with Eddie Hearn and the Nevada State Athletic Commission. I've been reading about that. Yeah, look at this shit, man. He look crazy. He look crazy. He look psycho crazy.
I don't have activity. Jacob and these people, he thinks that I'm like a star, for him. So I'm ready.
What are you doing?
I need
Where
to
you
win
at?
the fight because for me, it's
Sit down.
killer's guy, it's everything. So I know I have the skills and the heart for win the fight. He's one of the best. After the fight, he's still one of the best, but I want to be the best. So I'm just.
Yeah, it looks like, that like they feel, or the INSAC, from my little gather, I don't know, from what I've gathered from it, is like, they's like, no, you can't fight here. And he say, okay, fuck it, I'm going to another city. And they look like, oh, you really going to do that? Oh, no, when you come back to our city, we're going to give you some problems, Yeah, he just started speaking English comfortably. It used to be fucked up, Canelo speak English. They all speak English. They just don't be comfortable talking that shit. And me, I identify as, I'm half black and half Mexican and half Irish, or at least I identify to be.
Respect him, he's nothing.
So I know all that shit.
Business, and clean sport, all the luck for him, and only God know what happened is what happened is for in the fight. So I'm ready to fight 12 rounds. I respect him for like a person because he's a strong mentally guy. So I like, but that's it, He's a fighter, so it's my next opponent. So don't care what happened in his life. So
what are you talking about?
I'm ready for him. I think it's my time. So it's my time because everybody has his time. So now it's time to take the other step. So I see like a good fight for the people, and after that, great thing happen for boxing. But I'm ready. This fight is like a championship fight. Jacob he's a champion. So I
What is he talking about? This is what is he talking about? All right, whatever, man. Yeah, dog's cool. You know what I don't like? He'll take a shit somewhere and then he'll step in it. Motherfucker, I'd be pissed. You gotta take the paws and wipe them off and shit. I don't like that shit, man. I like this card, though. I mean, it's all right. This Saturday, bro, you're killing me, man. Can you just go back to sleep or something? It's a nice, solid week in the boxing. Now, remember, the Charlo Harrison 2 card ends early because it's a free TV card compared to this. This is on the Zone. Let's go look it up real quick, bro. Also, I'm not really feeling, the Tevin Former fight. Tevin Former, Jojo Diaz. It seemed like they just kind of over-marinated it a little bit or something. This dog, man. He likes to sit like right here, and I run over his tail with the wheels of and he just won't stop. But I was told that like dogs, like it take them a little while before they like start getting common sense and shit. I mean, yeah, what does this fight really do for you? What does this fight really do for you? What does this really do for you? What does it got it? Go. Move now. Move. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not playing. Don't you come. Get out of here. He won't go. You're a bad dog. Stop it. Yeah, this is a Friday fight. I'm being harassed. Yo. I'm being targeted. Oh, Maurice Hooker's back. Oh my God, bro. That's why I cage him up. I'll be doing videos. So look at all these people on this card. So you got Liam Smith versus Roberto Garcia. Is this that Roberto Garcia? Yup, that's him. He was supposed to fight Sean Porter on PBC on Spike like years ago. So you got Liam Smith on the card over here in the States in Arizona. Danny Jacobs Chavez Jr. Gabe Rosado versus Humberto Gutierrez Ochoa. The Ochoa brothers? Man, I don't like the looks of this guy. He's probably a Sicario. But like, he boxes because he wants a way out of being a Sicario. He wants to do good. Have I seen him fight before? I've seen Johan Perez fight. No, he never fought out of America. He never fought out of Mexico. Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, he was in Philly. He was in Philly. When was he in Philly? Earlier this year. Oh, shit. Ooh, he got access to Philly. Let me shut up. Let me shut my mouth. I don't know what it means. I be wondering, like, what the job of a matchmaker is. You got to sit around and be like, yeah, yo, motherfucking Raheem Johnson. Let's watch this Raheem Johnson tape and call him up. Like, what the fuck? Like, who says, like, yeah, this guy right here, he gonna make a good fight against our guy. You know? Being a matchmaker must be a rough job because you got to watch all this tape of like trash ass fighters. You know, Al Heyman called people up from anywhere. That's probably why he don't do media shit. He got to be watching trash ass fights all day. Heyman got to watch a whole bunch of trash all day. What card is this? I done fucked up. I don't know what's up with that pic, bro. That was some old, like, the gym closed down, like, for the night. And they was like, yo, take this picture before you go. And he had just fucking finished cleaning up. My dog is fucking on some freak shit. He got this thing where, you know how, like, dogs, if you're doing something, and they fucking motherfucker. If you're doing something, they, like, ignore, like, your commands and shit. Like, they think like, oh, yeah, like, you busy. You ain't cool, fucking motherfucking dog. Teacher, where you go to find the full fight for Harrison Charlo? It's on the PBC Facebook, PBC YouTube page. Let me see. Premier Boxing Champions. Oh, the full fight card? Oh, no, it's on, it's this little thing right here. So basically, by their name, you go to right here where it says event. Now, it don't be updated like all the time. Like sometimes you may be missing some fights, but the week of the fight, they definitely make sure they update everything. Yeah, it's better on desktop though if you look at it, like if you're looking at it on your phone, you got to go to desktop mode to be able to see everything. But yeah, where we at? So all right, you know, I mean, obviously, you know, this is for the fight, the belt that Charlie Edwards had got back. Basically, this is 112 pounds. We're going to be covering this fight. Going to be covering Maurice Hooker fight. Going to be covering... Damn, I'm going to be busy as shit. So there's 1, 2, 3. They got Josh Kelly on the card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have to fucking cover 6 fights on this card. And then 3, your dog will dumb down to he grow. Damn, I know that he only 4 months. But he just be like trying to like bully me, man. And I give him, he played on my foot. He is pissed on my foot. Hold on 1 minute. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this, man. I'm a good person. You know? He's in a fucking cage. That's where he's at. He just pissed. See, he got this thing where if he start doing shit, moving around, like as soon as he gets up from a nap, he got to go directly out. But if he's fucking moving around and shit, his weak ass bladder. All of them, I was wondering, like, what the fuck? I thought, like, because he was slobbering on the floor, big ass puddle of piss. And then he gets up from the nap and goes and drinks more water to come over to piss on me. Well, we're going to wrap up the stream. I got to rest my tooth. We got to be back at 6:30 for the Chavez Jr. press conference. In the middle of the night, I'm going to be uploading more videos to get the traction back on the channel. I'm T Street Controversy with FightView360.com. I got to go.